Hi, this is Brandon Galbraith, and for my last part of my exam here, I'm going to kind of break down what I see in this visual here that was provided to us. Looking at a couple of big things. One, if you just notice how cluttered it is, that's definitely overwhelming for anyone who's going to be looking at this. Not only is it cluttered, but the contrast is definitely not up to standard. Even when you're looking at the text to the background, it kind of, at least for myself and many others I know, this kind of blends in together. It looks as though this is kind of taken off of a bigger piece of a poster, which really, for the flow of this visual, is not really appealing. If you look at also that there's no alignment whatsoever. You have text over on this side, you have text this side. The text is slanted, it's different colors, it's different fonts, and for most viewers it'll be very overwhelming. One of the things I would definitely do if I was to recreate this would be to look at making this visual as maybe my centerpiece and picking maybe three key things. Definitely titling it is going to be beneficial, but maybe looking at what are we trying to recycle. So for myself, I kind of like to make the visual as the centerpiece and the text as kind of the side dishes. And so when I would look at this, I would make this extremely large, covering most of this, and maybe dropping off on here what's actually able to be taken right here, and maybe the date that they're specifically talking about. Definitely trying to take this really valid message and just making it concise and to the point. If you look at even just things like proximity, I can't tell exactly what is related just by looking at it. I mean, if you're really staring at it, you can realize that this right here are things that they're looking for, and this is what they're not looking for. But really, if you didn't notice the X and the check, you would just assume that these are all the things that they're looking to recycle. Even something very simple to me that kind of stood out a lot, where not really sure how the birds are related to recycling day. Once again, it could be because it's part of a bigger image, but for just this purpose right here, the imagery is not related to the text whatsoever. And so if you're thinking about it from a cognitive standpoint, it's really overwhelming trying to decipher what the actual image is telling you to do. Recycling, definitely a big valid thing, but definitely this could be seen very different visually. I do apologize for my voice in this, trying to deal with a cold, but hopefully you were able to pick out what I was trying to go through this. Thank you.